Hello, beautiful people. How you feeling today? I hope you beautiful people are having and have had a good day at work. I hope and I believe that you beautiful people, after a long day at work, you have not allowed anything to weigh so heavily upon you that it takes away from your smile or has taken your smile away and have prevented your beautiful self from being yourself. Can you think of a better person to be, beautiful people? Beautiful people, you know, what comes to mind is, back in days of old, in the ancient of days, when the slavery mothers and big mamas, they'd go, to Miss Hazel's house, you know, or Miss Irene's house or Miss Clara's house, and taking care of their kids, and teaching their kids to love and to think and to act and to be like them. They didn't realize it at the time, but that's what they were doing directly and indirectly, advertently and inadvertently. That's what they were doing. Waxing their floors, washing their floors on their knees. When they come home and they're beat up and they're tired. But the beauty of it all was and is they knew what they had to take, and they knew that they had to take it. And they took it, and they didn't allow it to prevent them from being themselves and being happy. And those little beautiful Caucasian kids, when Big Mama come, they love to see Big Mama coming. They run and jump in the arms and give her a kiss and tell her that they love her. It had nothing to do with no color, no none of that. Love, I told you, love has no appearance. Love has no look. Love is an emotion and a feeling, okay? Reeling and real as it gets in dealing, okay? And then they came home to their families. And they took care of your beautiful selves. They took care of the children, their grandchildren, which is who you all are today. And you'd ask them how they feeling. How was your day today? They didn't come home fussing and cussing. That woman, that Cheryl got on my last nerve. Couldn't wait to gossip or tell it. Every time I look at her, she rolling her eyes at me. I can't stand it. I wanted to go over there and yank her hair out, but I'm making $30 or $40 an hour with her, and I wasn't gonna let her mess with my money. So as opposed to letting her mess with your money, you come home angry and bitter and upset, at the world, and taking that out on everybody else, but when you ask them how were they doing, Big Mama or your mother, baby, I'm doing fine, sugar. I'm just tired. I'm doing fine. Just my knees hurt. Just had a long day at work. But I just enjoyed myself so much. I enjoyed talking to Miss Clara and the kids. Little Susie, just loves me. Every time she see me, she greet me at the door and run and jump in my arms. And couldn't wait to see me and kiss me and tell me how much she loved me. Asked me to do her hair. I said, Sugar. I said, go get the comb so Big Mama can do your hair. And they loved the Big Mama and your mother, more than they loved their own mother and father. Why? Because they was always there. You see, and you got to remember to always be there. When it comes to yourself, when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to your feelings, you got to remind yourself. You got to remember to remind yourself to always be there. There where you are, there in being who you are, there in that person, something in that person that you were created to be. That laughing, happy, smiling, excited person. You've got to always remember to be there. You've got to always remember to be that person. Which comes to mind, what brings to mind a lady. and chances are she might be looking and listening. And I hope she don't mind me talking about this, but they don't know, and she know I'm telling the truth. I was at Fairfield. I was at the mall. I was at Walmart's, and I walked. When I was walking through into the store, she had a child with her, and I spoke to her, and she had that stoic, serious look on her face, and I knew the day had just did her in, and somebody just took her smile away. The joy was gone astray, and I purposed it in my mind. I started to end on her at the door, throughout the store, and my goal and my objective was to get a smile out of her, to change her day. And at the door, she resisted me, but I was still trying. And finally, when we got into the store on another aisle, and I was talking to someone else on that same aisle as her, and she heard me, and when I got to her, it combusted. That smile her face just lit up with glee. And I said, yes, that's what I wanted to see. I got her, and we talked, and it was nothing but laughter and smiles. And that made my day. That made me feel so good to know, that I was blessed. I cared enough. It mattered enough to me. She was just that important to me that I wasn't about to give up on getting a smile from her, and one, to highlight her face, and change the atmosphere. And that, beautiful people, that's what you have to do. You have to always remember to be you. You cannot allow the day and the things that happen at work and the things that people said and the things that people did to you, or like them of the ancient days. They had to take it. But, you all don't think in this day and age that you have to take it, you know. And as a result of that fact, it takes away your love, joy, and your peace because you think you don't have to take it. They had to take it. They knew they had to take it. And they took it for you. They took it for themselves. They took it for their grandchildren. They took whatever it was needed to take, you know, and they fared better. It served them better to take it because they remained being themselves. And they didn't allow what they were going through in their surroundings and their atmosphere to change them. So they changed everybody else around them. That's what made who you are, and has brought you all to the point where you are today. As a result of that fact, as a result of those beautiful people realizing that since I have to take this, and since I have to go through this, and since I'm being faced with this and challenged with this, I'm not going to allow it to change me, but I'm going to change my surroundings to my liking and make them better. And I'm going to do it with love and kindness and smiles and laughter. And they did just that. And you came from those same genes, from that same stock. And you have to remember, you have to be mindful. Yes, I'm watching the numbers. You have to be mindful not to let that stuff get to you. Same old people who came from each other, feuding and don't like each other and don't know how to get along at work, jockeying for position. Who looks better? Who thinks better? I want what you got. I want your man. All that kind of foolishness. Love each other and treat each other right. Don't let them conquer you with fear and bitterness and anger and everything that they've been through. Diffuse that situation. Don't let them change you. You change them. You change them for the better. Bring them down or up to your level of love, kind words, and smiles. Like I was blessed to do with that lady in the store, you see? And I like to think that she learned an unforgettable lesson. And that's what we have to do. We have to learn these lessons to allow them to make us better. Beautiful people, be good to yourself because I sure will. And you're getting off, some of you all are getting ready to get off from work. Remember to do it with your head up high and a smile on your face. And if nobody told you they love you today, I love you. And have a smiling day, beautiful people.